So these are the 14 conjugation forms, and they go along the pattern of the Mair, Munfasala, Marfu'a, as we call them. So huwa, huma, hum, hiya, huma, hunna, anta, antuma, antum, anti, antuma, antunna, ana, nahnu. So this one conjugation form, there is a specific Arabic term for this. It is called siga, sigatun, sigatun. This is the first siga. That's the fourth siga. That's the 14th siga. And plural is sijagun, sijag. So we have 14 sijag here. So of these 14 sigas, as we can say in English, you can see the first two are different. In the first, not the first two, but the first and the fourth are different, and other 12 are different in a way that file is completely hidden here. Huwa and hiya, they're completely hidden, but here we can see the file in the form of alif here, waw, alif, noon, and here actually we can see the file in the form of damair as well. Anta, ta is here, antuma, tuma is here. So file is visible in all these 12 forms other than these two forms, which is siga number 1 and siga number 4. So what about if I want to say he sealed? Seal means putting a seal on an envelope or something else. So khatama, he sealed. What if I want to say the boy sealed? So I will say khatamal waladu. This is singular, this is singular, this is masculine, and that goes with the boy. What if I want to say two boys sealed? Am I going to say khatama al waladani? Or many boys sealed? Khatamu awladun? Al awladu or awladun, many boys, is definite or indefinite? No, that would be wrong. So this is a very important point which I'm going to make, and it is very important to focus on it and consolidate this point in our mind, that if file is other than the mir, file is other than the mir. If a file is the mir, in all these 12 sigas, only you will use the mir. If a file is other than the mir, for example, in the form of, we can say, visible noun, here the hidden aris is the mir, but if it is other noun like isme alam or some other asma, other than the mir, is a better way of saying is, if our file is other than the mir, we can only pick one of these two sigas. Either we can choose siga 1 or we can choose siga 4, and that flexibility is because for masculine we will use this, we will pick this, and for feminine we will pick this. For example, if I want to say khatamal waladu, the boy sealed, I can say khatama zaidun, zaid sealed. But if you want to say Zainab sealed, I will say khatamat zainabu, Zainab sealed. So the only thing we are going to differentiate here is the gender when picking one of these two conjugation forms. Otherwise, whether it's dual or plural, it doesn't matter. We're still going to use this singular form of these two conjugation forms, not any of those at all. And that's a very important point to keep that in mind. If I want to say, for example, Zaid, Hamid, and Khalid seed, I'm going to pick this because they're all masculine. Khatama, Zaidun, wa Hamidun, wa Khalidun. So that has become a plural ism in a way. So I'm still going to use this. I'm not going to use this. I'm not going to say Khatamu, Zaidun, wa Hamidun, wa Khalidun. I'm not going to do that. That would be wrong. So only to pick when our file is an ism other than the mir, it doesn't matter whether the ism is singular, dual, or plural. We are only going to use one of these two forms, siga 1 or siga 4. Only in the case of feminine, we will use this. and in the case of masculine, if we are going to use this. And even if there's a combination of, for example, if we say Zaid, Hamid, and Zainab seed, so because the predominant gender in Arabic is masculine, even if Zainab is there, we're still going to use Khatama. We're not going to use Khatamat. We can say Khatama Zaidun wa Hamidun wa Zainabun. So we're going to pick the first conjugation form here, and this is very important point to keep in mind. Let us look at a Quran example, because we said we're going to look at Quranic examples as we go through Arabic grammar. This is ayah number 7 of Surah Baqarah. ختم الله على قلوبهم وعلى سمعهم وعلى أبصارهم غشاوة ولهم عذاب عظيم. So here we can see Khatama, he sealed. Khatama al-waladu, the boy sealed. Khatama Hamidun, Hamid sealed. Here Khatama Allahu, Allah sealed. So we have got fail and lafz jalala file here. So fail and file combine to make jumla failure. That's easy. What about ala kulubihim? You know, ala kulubihim, we know when ala comes, it's a harf jar. We will have to, because we cannot forget about ism and our nahu, because okay, we're going to go through fail, but we still have to make sentences, and we're going to deal with asma, with murakkabat, like different phrases, etc. So it would be good idea that we should slow down here when going through different fail, different properties of fail, etc., whether it's madi or mudare, but keep on revising what we have covered on the other side, ism, which is basically nahav. Nahav is a word order and arrangement in a sentence, and we know this is sarf, and sarf means how different words change, and that's why it's called tasrif or conjugation, these 14 forms. So khatam Allahu, Allah sealed, fail file ala kulubihim. We can say Allah put a seal in this particular ayah because Allah has come. So ala kulubihim, on their hearts. Kalbun is singular and kulub is plural, and whom we have got the mead here. So that we have got mudaf and mudaf ilayh, that murakkab idafi combines to become ism majroor for this harf jar. So in jumla failure, this combination, this murakkab jari is called muta'alliq fail, connected to fail. So in this case, fail, file, and muta'alliq fail combine to make jumla failure. So another component has occurred here in jumla failure. So we got a file, sorry, we have fail, we've got file, and then we have muta'alliq fail. What about ala sam'ihim? And on their hearing, ears hearing. Okay, so this waw is waw atifa. Basically means ala kulubihim is no matuf ilayh. We have looked at conjunction phrase, and if you want to revise, you can go back to the relevant video for a refresher. So ala kulubihim matuf ilayh, this is our harf atf, and ala sam'ihim is our matuf. So here that this matuf ilayh, harf atf, and matuf combine to make muta'alliq fail in this case. So our muta'alliq fail has become a bit of a long phrase rather than combination of two phrases. Two, we can say two, but here it will be, if we say this is conjunction phrase, then it's just one phrase, but there are two phrases in it. So our jumla failure has already become quite long.